Everyone, good evening to all. Yeah, am I audible and visual to everybody? Tell me please. Because once you guys will confirm to me, probably I'll be able to deliver you most interactive session. Right, and here I have today few questions from the Cognizant which already has been asked in the Cognizant, right? And probably you can ask for the tips, tricks, how we can crack the Cognizant. Right, so eventually it's a mutual success, right? So once you guys will show the energy, you will show the confidence in yourself that okay, things are good for me, right? Things are really going well, then probably I guess we can make a result. Everybody please tell me, am I audible and visual to everybody? Am I audible and visual to everybody? I just want to hear you out. Asif, Hers, Jiva, please tell me, am I audible and visual to all of you? Am I audible and visual to all? Then I'll begin the session and let other people also join. Okay, thank you, Jiva. Thank you for the confirmation. Here I have few previous year questions that we will try to solve first. Later on we can talk about multiple things. Okay. Thank you, Gayatri, for the confirmation. Now let's move to the problem statement. Read this problem, tell me what do you understand from it. Read the problem and tell me what do you understand from it. What you guys are able to see. Tell me. Read the problem and tell me what you are able to understand from it. Take a 2-minute time. That is not a problem, right? You will realize you are ready or not. Okay. So these are the questions which already has been appeared in the Cognizant GenC. So you will have a good preparation from here. How many of you are trying? Do let me know. How many of you are trying to solve this problem? I'm waiting in chat. How many of you are reading the problem? Okay, I'm trying this thing. Okay, you're saying about ASCII value. Very nice, Gayatri, very nice. So now let's read together. Let's read together. Because this thing happens. Very nice, Vijay. Vijay is also reading. Correct, Latha. Correct, Latha. Right. So this is all about the ASCII value of alphabets, right? Make sense? Make sense? How about others? Still, yeah, I want more interaction. I want that people should try this. After that, we can figure out the best way to do it. Cool. Yeah. Some of you have given a very good advice and also the suggestion. So now here, Ritvik wants a magic board, okay, which displays a character for a corresponding number for his science project. So basically Ritvik is a person, is a boy. This boy basically want a magic board where what he will do is that will display a character for a corresponding number, that you have to convert a number to a character, right? That's what the thing is. Help him to develop such an application. For example, when the digits are 65, 66, 67, 68, then these are the alphabets A, B, C, D, which are actual ASCII values, right? So if you want to write the value of ASCII value of A, so that is 65. Okay, now the value of B will be what? That will be 66. So now here you don't have to do anything, right? What you have to do is that you need to read the input from the user, and after that you need to convert that value into a character, right? You just need to print the ASCII value. How you can convert in different languages? There are different ways. For example, in few languages, you add basically another character to it, you will have a character. You add a string to it, you will have a string. So there can be the various ways, right? So now here you can assume that the number of input will always be 4. So they won't be the more than 4. I hope your problem statement clear to everybody. Everyone please tell me, are you guys able to understand this thing? Okay, so now here they had given 65, 66, 67, this thing. So this was A, B, C, D. That's how we have returned the value. In the next scenario, when we had this thing, basically these are the value, ASCII value of the small case letters. For example, for small case alphabet A, you write 97. So now if you will see this thing now, you will reduce the 97 out of it, you will have these values, right? So 115 represents S, 116 represents T, 101 represents small e, 112 represents the P. So now everybody, all of us are able to understand one thing. Okay, so this is all about what? This is all about the ASCII values. Correct? How many have understood this problem? Please tell me. Then I'll show you a sample code. I'm just waiting in chat. I got cluster is there. Any tips to crack the exam and what will be the criteria for selection, sir? Okay, Gayatri, we'll talk about it. Okay, we'll talk about it. But at the end of this live, first we'll try to solve few problem statement. I want that the people who are joining early, right? So everybody should have a common session. After that, we can talk about the doubts. Make sense? Make sense? Okay, very nice. So now here I have a sample Java code. You can convert in any language wherever you are good at, right? So now here the thing is, and generally prefer your Java or Python, right? So here, because that's where most of the companies ask now. Very rarely it's now most of the company has eliminated the C++, so they're not asking the C++, and that's why I'm saying that okay, you're doing the DSA, do in Java or Python in one of them. For doing C++, DSA competitive programming, it's a good, it's a fast, there is no second doubt. But somehow I don't know why lots of company, because the one reason it's possible, nobody is writing the code nowadays in C++. Few people are writing, those are still working in the older systems. To build a new system, people are not using C++. It's an older language, right? So that may be a reason, that's why people are not preferring the C++. But here, if you have learned that C++ entire life, what you can do is that now try to switch to Java or Python, anyone, right? Based on the aspirations you are having, and then try to solve the problem statements there as well, right? So now in Cognizant, Python and Java are compulsory, so you can choose any of them. Most of the people say like, okay, this is a Java, so it's up to you, yeah. Now here we have a suggested code. I took a scanner class by which I can take the input from the user end. I'm just giving a message. However, you can avoid this message. You should not write a message in time of actual assignment or actual practice question or actual coding question when you see in the assessment. Okay, because that time it may produce an error. What you can simply do is that define a scanner class, take the input, because there was a fixed 4 input. I took 4 inputs. After that, with the help of type conversion, I have converted all of them into a ASCII value, and then I'm printing here. To take a new line, here I'm printing this statement. Okay, A with this value, B with this value, C with this value, D with this value, right? Why did Cognizant start hiring for 2025? Sunil is saying, Sunil, there is always new projects which are coming in, right? So people needs the people to run their company. That's why they're hiring here. You should be happy when somebody is hiring. How many were able to understand the solution? Please tell me. We just simply did it. In any language, you just simply have to do what? You need to convert the entire digit into the character data type, right? And eventually you will have your ASCII values, and that's what you need to print in their format. Make sense to all of you? Everyone, please tell me. Make sense to all of you? Does this make sense to everybody? However, you can reduce these steps. You can write in one line also, so that is possible. Okay, that is possible. That is possible. Everyone, please tell me, is this solution clear to all? Then I'll move to the another problem. Okay, perfect. Okay, so Raj is graduating 2026. Very nice. But all of you, you can feel like more interactive. You can feel like this is a normal class, right? Which we take offline, right? So right now you have option. Do in Python. Bhanu, we can do, but I just wanted to show you sample code, because I know people are coming here from the various background. Some of them will be good in the C++, some of will be good in the Python, some will be in Java. So I've given you sample code. So this is the sample code. Okay, so you can just simply figure out in your own language that okay, how to convert a digit into a ASCII value. That's it. That will be your solution. For example, in Java, this is how you do. Okay. Now here the another problem statement. Problem number 2. Try to read this and tell me what you guys are able to understand. Try to read this and tell me what you guys are able to understand. Gautam and Tanul plays by telling numbers. Okay, Gautam says number to Tanul. Tanul should first reverse the number and check if it was the same original number. If yes, Tanul should say palindrome. If not, he should say not a palindrome. How many of you are able to understand this problem? I just want to hear it out. Everybody, please tell me. Latha, to check whether the given number is palindrome or not. Very nice, Latha. But how about Gayatri? How about Vijay Kumar? How about Jiva? How about Raj, Bhanu? Tell me. Tell me, make sense? Does this make sense? Okay, so many of you have already understood this problem. So now here, how will you identify a particular number is a palindrome or not? So you must understand what is palindrome. Okay, what is palindrome? So palindrome is something which you can read same as. Okay, okay, Jayasri is also here. Very nice. So now here, the thing is, if I write bun to bun, can I read it same from both the direction? Yes, correct, Gayatri. That will be the correct logic. That will be the correct logic. But now you tell me, here what are the palindrome? The number which can be read same from left and right, that is the palindrome. So you have multiple approaches. One possible approach that, okay, what I will do is that I'll reverse this number, right, and I will match with the original number. If the reversal is same as the original number, I will say this is the palindrome, right? One approach possible, but this will take a time complexity of what? The way of reversal you are using, right? If you maybe you can achieve in the logarithmic time complexity. Another possible way is that, okay, I can convert this number into a string. For example, 2121, it was a string. Think in this way, I have converted into a string. Then I'll take first and last element. I'll see if they are similar, then fine. If they are not similar, return the false right there. They are similar, yes. The single element itself is a similar. So 2 pointer is also possible, but 2 pointer will take a time complexity of big of n, right? Because you are iterating your entire string in that case. But here in case of another algorithm where you reverse that particular number and then you check, basically you can do then the logarithmic time complexity, right? So now here we have a sample code. So basically they will give you the here, okay, the number first. So here we are taking the number with the help of scanner class. I will have a number, then eventually I will have a sum and the reversal number. Okay, so basically here I took a temporary number. Okay, I have took a temporary number, and now the thing is what I will do, if number entered by the user greater than -1, only then I'll check. Otherwise, negative number will not be the palindrome. That is one scenario possible. So we have added this condition here. Now here we are reversing a number with the help of this. How we are reversing? Consider a number, let's say 100 or 21. We are considering it. Okay, so now pass that number here. So is my 121 greater than 0? Yes, it is. When this is, then have that reversal number. Okay, have that reversal number. I will have r is equals to n modulus 10. So 120. This is a sample code, huh? Do not consider as a original code. This is a sample code. We can say pseudo code or something. I just wanted to show you pseudo code. Okay, this is how you can do it. So now here 10. So which means it will give me a remainder. Remainder will be 1. So here now the value of r will be what? The value of remainder, which is 1 now. I will calculate my number. So sum basically will become, sum is equals to, the previous value of sum was 0, which we assigned here. So this was 0. Now 0 multiplied by 10 plus remainder, which is 1. So now you tell me what will happen. This will come as 1 because this will become 0 itself, right? Now after that what will happen? My while is still true. Why? Because you divide your number, my number n will become 121 divided by 10, which becomes 12, right? Because 12.1 will be considered as 12 in an integer. So now you have this number 12. Is this 12 greater than 0? Everybody please tell me, is this 12 greater than 0? Yes. So in step number 1, this is what happened. In step number 2, what will happen? Again, you will calculate your remainder. So remainder comes as your remainder will comes as what? Here 12 divided by like modulus of 10. This remainder will give you, yes, somewhere I'll write here, otherwise you won't be able to see it. So now remainder will be this time 2, right? 12 divided by 10. So what will happen? Again, your sum you will calculate. So sum was multiplication in the previous number and addition of the remainder. So previous number was 1. So 1 multiplied by 10 becomes 10 plus 2 becomes 12. Yes or no? Again, you are reducing your number by 10. So number by 10. So here number n by 10. N was what? You tell me, 12. So 12 divided by 10 becomes 1. Correct? Is my 1 greater than step number 3? 0. Yes, it is. If this is true, calculate your remainder. 1 modulus 10 will give you remainder as 1. You will calculate your sum. So now sum will be what? 12 multiplied by 10 plus 1 becomes 121. Yes or no? Becomes 121, right? So that will become 120. 1, and now here your original number will become 1 by 10 means 0. Your loop will stop. So this is how your number has been reversed. Who will help me with the time complexity of this program? Who will help me with the time complexity? Jayasri, Jeeva, Gayatri, Bhanu, Rajan. Everybody please tell me what will be the time complexity of this program. Tell me what will be the time complexity of this program. Lata is saying we go fan. No Lata, because here if you see this now, every time your number is getting reduced by 10. Every time when your input is being divided by some certain number, that time your time complexity becomes logarithmic. Others now tell me what will be the time complexity. Jeeva, not big of 1. You tell me, are you running your code only one time? Are you running your code only one time? No, it can be executed multiple times based on this n, but n is being divided by 10 every time, right? So now you tell me what will be the time complexity. When every time, remember in life, when every time your input size is being reduced by some certain number, you're dividing it, time complexity always becomes logarithmic. So this will be log base 10n. Here why? Because the input size is every time we are correct Karthi, correct Saran Karthi, correct. So now this will become log n, basically 10 constant value you avoid. Constant value you avoid. I hope everybody was able to understand this thing. Everybody was able to understand this thing. Everyone help me out please. Is the time complexity concept clear from here? What will be the time complexity for this program? Everyone, all of you, please tell me. Does this make sense? Okay, very nice, very nice. Now here coming to the multiple questions. That okay, what are the important topics which I need to master for cracking the Cognizant? So here I'll tell you your Cognizant GenC, they ask very, we'll say probably easy to medium level questions, which are generally from the basic numbers, looping and arrays, number series, okay, strings, mathematical logics. So these are the very, very important topics which everybody should be very good at, and this ASCII related codes. Now coming to the other category of their hiring, right? Now there in that case, you need to prepare for all these important topics, but these are very important. Very rarely they ask the questions from the tree and graph, very rarely. So once you have done with all of these concepts, then go for this. Otherwise stay on these topics, right? And remember, learn one pattern, solve multiple problems, stay on it, and that is the only way to solve the DSA thing, right? That is the only way to solve the DSA thing. Yeah, what could be your more practice scenarios here again? So here now go to, I hope you guys already have that understanding somewhere. If I can also show you here. So here go and search 150 not out Prepinsta. So however, these are very advanced questions, but initial topics can help you out a lot. Oh, I'm signed out. Allow here. Right. So now these are the initial questions. These are the initial questions which will help you out. Okay. So here, perfect. Now I'm here. Here I've done login, but I know suddenly some glitch happened with me. Anyway, so now here this what you can track here. This is what you can track, right? Is technical assessment postponed from 15 September to another date? SSR, I'm not really sure about it. If any news will come, Prepinsta will let you know. Okay, if anything such like this comes, we will come with a video. We'll tell you everybody here that okay, this has been postponed or something has changed. This is what I'll tell you. But here for practicing, these are the good concepts which you guys can get the good practice questions from here for free. Now moving to the another thing. What should be my learning resources from where I can learn here? So two things. If you're already good with these things here, you're really great, right? You don't have a lot of challenges. Now if you want something completely, right? You want that okay, I want something where I can have the complete course. Then one good platform can help you out, which is Prepinsta Prime. So go here and check this out. Here you can search basic coding or let's say Cognizant GenC company specific preparations you can do along with 200 plus courses including AI. Okay, so here under one session you'll learn lots of things. Here these things can help you out here. So go and explore this course where you will have multiple modules, right, based on your Cognizant thing, company specific preparation you guys will have. So I have selected cluster 2. My technical assessment is on 17 September. They told there will be tech interview from 18 to 19. So technical assessment is elimination or not? That will be the possibility of the elimination. Soleha, that if you are not performing anything there, definitely they will cancel out the interview. Okay. If you clear the assessment, only then you are eligible for the interview. Does this make sense? Right, and also those are having a challenges. These people can get a prime here anyhow. Price here will be increased after this time, but you have the option here anyway. But now here click on the get prime. Here you have multiple options. Let's say somebody goes for this option, they can apply a coupon code Pandey sir. They will get a good amount of discount here. Those want a somewhat of, you see this, how much amount? 2,799 rupee you can save by applying this coupon code Pandey sir. So those want financial support, they can definitely have it. You see this is almost 50% off, right? Please tell me about the web UI cluster 1. Okay, Jiba is asking for this web UI cluster 1. And now here Soleil is saying, okay sir, so what will be the cutoff sir? How to prepare for cluster 2 and what will be the label of coding and SQL questions? Yeah, for this thing now, I will just refer to both of you, Jiva and Soleha. Go here, search Cognizant. Okay, Cognizant, already one video is out on the same topic. Cognizant cluster, if I can show you the questions from the Prepenstar cluster 2 or cluster 1. So go here and check this out. Here you see this now. Here GenC will have all the updates. So now here if you want to search topic by topic, go and do the research on it. You will have specific questions. Okay, you will have the specific questions here. Who's somebody saying here? Web UI or Web UI basically the website development. Topics includes HTML, CSS and JavaScript. That maybe they probably asked to you. And now here Parthikrit Panjasing sir, out of 2 Java, 2 SQL, 1 Web UI question, how much score is need to get eligible? GenC Pro. And in GenC Pro, both the coding questions are important that you must crack, right? And again, the thing is that if you want a higher package, you need to be there. Always remember how the entire people who are participating are performing based on that cutoff being decided. It's a never like, think about a scenario. Okay, I'm hiring 100 people, I have given an assessment and 99 of them has been cracked it. Then it's fine. But what if 3,000 people applied and 500 of them cracked it? Then I'll set the cutoff higher, right? So target for that you crack everything, but at least 2 coding questions, 1 SQL and 1 Web UI. Cognitive communication assessment question kahan se milega? So here, yeah, go here to this particular place, GenC placement. Here you see this Prepenstar Cognizant. Go to the communication assessment. Here you will have the communication questions on the Cognizant. Okay, Nandini, I hope I answered this thing. Yeah, anything else which I need to answer? Everyone, first I'll sign in here by which I can have the access of it. But it's failing somehow, I don't know why. It's failing somehow, but no problem. Here, so without Prime subscription, can I get previous year actual coding questions from Prepenstar? Yes. Pathkit you can get, but here this is the option from the prepenstar.com. So go here, practice on these questions. Okay, some certain limits are there. After that you have to go with the Prime, right? But previous year question will help you to build a good thing, right? And whenever it comes to the career, a thing is that sometimes investing in the education is one of the best investment which person can do. Somebody can do here, right? So that's where you try to utilize the free resources, but you feel like if these resources are not sufficient, then go for the Prime. A Gayatri cutoff, I told you. The thing is that depends how many people crack this certain criteria. Based on that, they will release the cutoff. Okay, based on that, they will release the cutoff. Okay, Latha is saying previous year questions separately. So these are here only, Latha. You go here and figure it out. Okay, previous question you get from the professor.com for free. Saran is saying, in our college, technical and interview taking day after day without elimination. What is the cutoff, sir? How they select? Saran, there are two things basically. Na? If somebody is hiring in your college or your college has a tie-up, that time they will decide that okay, in your college they interviewed 100 people, but they had a promise they will hire at least 50 people. Based on that, they'll decide the cutoff. At least Gayatri, you can consider 75%, 70 to 80%. Okay, but depends. If they have a certain promises, they can increase or decrease the number. Both the scenario are possible, but on average 70 to 75% bare minimum they are expecting for. Okay, anything else which I need to answer, everybody? Anything else which I need to answer, or all doubts are done? If all doubts are done here, then probably we can probably wrap. Right, those haven't liked the live, they can probably like it if they really enjoyed it, right? You really find out something helpful. So passing some test cases help us to select, also we pass all test cases in coding. Latha, they definitely you have to pass all the possible test cases, but they have a test wise numbers. So if you pass, let's say 5 test cases, they will give you the marks based on that. But the thing is that you should pass all the test cases. Okay, you should pass all the test cases. I told you the pattern, you already know from here, right? What are the important topics? At least practice them. Huh? Even if you don't have any paid resources or something, just go to the GPT, ask that, okay, give me 10 questions on the arrays, simple questions which can help me in the Cognizant, right? That will give you practice from there also. Right? Otherwise, you have the Insta Prime, that will help you out a lot, right? Any other doubt which I need to address here? Also, those want the updates of the things, they can follow these public channels of the Insta, where they can get the regular updates about the results, cutoff, right? Any update on the postman or something. And again, team will continuously will see the top 3 comments. 3 comments, those are really amazing. They can ask for the Insta Prime for free. But more help, which people can have from here. Okay. Yeah, anything else which I need to address? Anything else which I need to address? Everybody, please tell me. Everyone, please tell me. Gayatri, Latha, Saran, anybody? Like if we don't have anything, then probably we can wrap, but one request that go and practice the previous year question papers. What about SQL questions, sir? SQL questions are also very important. Okay, especially based on the how to create a database, how to create the tables, how to insert the element into it, how to compare 2 tables. These are the important patterns which you need to consider. Okay, these are few important patterns. That okay, how to work with the foreign key, how 2 tables are connected, how we can retrieve the data, how we can apply a filter on a data. So these are the important things which you need to practice on the SQL part. Okay. Anything else which I need to address? Everybody, please tell me. Anything else which I need to address first here? Or we are done? Probably I guess I have answered all possible questions here. Right, we did 2 good coding questions. You get an idea, okay, how the previous year question looks like. Just resource I've told you that okay, go to the pepinsta.com, find out the resources from there and start practicing. Okay, cool. Yeah, then thank you everybody, thank you for joining this entire live. I really appreciate this. Wishing you all the best. Everybody go and rock in the exam. Now Balraj is asking for, sir, for on campus I had choose cluster 2. My exam is in my college. How much could I need to solve in the Python and SQL minimum? There are at least 2 questions in Python or 2 questions in SQL. Okay, so that's where the topics are highlighted here. No matter which language you are having, these are the important topics which you need to practice. Most welcome, Latha, most welcome. Cool. Yeah, then bye bye to all. Take care. Bye bye to all. I hope you guys find it helpful. Bye bye to all.